Today we talk Halo. Microsoft delays Halo Infinite and all hell breaks loose. Well, around here at least. Tune in. What is the deal, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of That's the Lifestyle. My name is Ramon.
Good evening, all. Shake it, don't break it. It's your boy Kicksguard.
It's your boy Snow, who's actively watching the YouTube analytics for the videos.
Yeah, we put some time into this one. Y'all motherfuckers, man. You better click, like, share, go back, unshare, reshare.
All that.
I want all that smoke.
Share it.
What are you smoking on over there, good sir?
God damn it. I have a mint Java. This is Cuba. No. I'm lying. This
isn't mint Java acid?
This is it's a latte. Mint
so
latte
the company's Java.
Mint Java, but no, the company
it's Drew Estate.
I forget the name.
I think Drew Estate makes those. It's no RP. I forget what the you like what you taste,
but it's an acid. Yeah, it's an acid. It's not as good as the actual Cuba acid by Drew Estate. But it's a nice blend. It's a creamy coffee ish with a mint hit to it. And yeah, I hear that. Yo, Snow, I hear that dog. B. Somebody shut that dog up.
You've been waiting for me.
All right.
Shout out, Tombstone, the movie. Somebody shut that dog up.
So today's topic, we're talking about Microsoft and Halo Infinite. I know Snow's with the shit, so you aware what's happening here, Tawann. He takes a puff of his cigar.
Cue me in.
So...
Cue me in.
I don't know how I feel about this. So I think the general consensus is Microsoft is Halo is slipping. It's not the mindshare juggernaut that it once was. So when a motherfucker say a Halo is coming, you know, you start selling Jordans and kidneys to get you an Xbox because you have to play Halo. I think that's going away. Snow, would you agree?
Yes.
Fuck you. I knew you would agree.
Don't get mad, son.
Some of that's going away. And I think it was happening right before Halo 5. And Halo 5 was kind of, it didn't do it no favors. It didn't kick it off the edge, nor did it pull it off the edge. So,
it plateaued.
So there's a lot riding on this Halo Infinite, and not only that, but it is a open world game. So that's something that's pretty new for Halo. So Microsoft released a trailer, and the internet went to town.
As they should have.
They roasted the graphics. The graphics look very end of Xbox 360, beginning of Xbox One ish. So, go ahead.
I think that's an easy fix. Graphically, I mean, first of all, you're seeing, you're not seeing a finished off, polished product. They probably capped that from the beta or the alpha. I'm not going to say it was it's ready to deliver you know, whatever they showed, because I didn't see it, so fuck it, I don't care. My thing is, if this is me, I don't know about these. What are they? Not millennials.
Gen Zers.
These Gen Zers. I don't
like
know
Fortnite.
what they like, and nor do I care. Yeah, absolutely. They like, you know what they're
I'm not entirely
super
sure
into?
the Gen Zers though.
Well, somebody like Fortnite
I
and
got you.
Apple, so this is very interesting for them.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. But
No, I mean I don't think it was the Gen Zers that were popping off at the mouth.
this was definitely
This is a
our
little bit of
generation.
everybody. Yeah, this is a little bit of everybody.
So yes, the graphics were definitely cut from a beta version, but it wasn't that far off from from going live. So,
listen, I think the Halo 5 graphics was pretty much
that's the thing. These graphics didn't look as good as Halo 5.
I will also concur to that.
So there was some tomfoolery, hoot the nanny going on.
Something going on, fam.
They came out and said, hey, look here, boy, motherfucker, please. This is my beta. Don't trust me on my beta. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, they was like, oh, it's an open world game. So look at all the technical, look at how the light is shining off the rock and all type of shit. And motherfuckers was like, fam, if you don't shut the fuck up and get back in there and get to work. And then like a week later, they came out was like, yeah, we're going to delay the game.
Bully balls, son.
I mean, listen, I feel like if it's as bad as you guys are touting that it is, it's bad. It didn't
look good to me.
And I feel like a benchmark. So a game is only as like the newest game. When I say a game, the newest game is only as good as its rival,
not its predecessor.
So
its rival. I agree with that.
Its rival. So my thing is, what could be considered a
Call of Duty, a Battlefield?
I'm not giving that a pass. Fuck that.
Got it. Well, no. Listen.
No, but I see where he's going because they weren't even up to that level.
Right. So walk with me here. If it's as bad as you guys have said it is, so I'm thinking, what is the benchmark right now? Call of Duty right now is my Battlefield 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Right? So now for you to put out something that is likened to the first Xbox Halo.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you said that because they try to use that to justify the graphical direction. They said they wanted it to be, they were drawing inspiration from the original Halo.
You can see it in the graphics.
Now you can see it, but like, yo, you still got work to
graphics.
Do. You motherfuckers, you better go put some goddamn RTX somewhere in that shit, and come back.
I'm not with it. I'm not with it if they're saying that they're pulling from they're trying to bring the feeling back. My man, this ain't no fucking Troy Ave fucking video. This ain't no Troy Ave motherfucking music. Nah, give me that good shit. Not that fuck shit. That's what I said.
Part of a larger conversation that I'm going to get into here in terms of the next generation launching without a Halo product. You see that pun there? You see that motherfucking genius pun? Mm-hmm. But what I will say is no matter how bad this delay is or looks, it could never be worse than them letting this shit out the door not ready. You can't reverse that. So I don't think there's any scenarios of this where delaying this game wasn't the correct thing to do. Snow, can I get a heartbeat?
So,
I mean,
boom, boom.
Listen,
boom, 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 boom.
You don't release this console in the Microsoft atmosphere without either a Halo or Forza. Period.
That's the larger conversation.
Right.
Now.
You know, like it's hard to answer anything else without that golden rule still being number one. Can you do it? Absolutely. Will you pay for it? Every time you do it, you will pay for it. What's the number one beef with Xbox right now, including internally?
Exclusives.
You ain't got no games.
Yeah.
Right. You ain't got no games. So the games you do have, we know we're going to get those, right? Everyone's saving grace is like, look, all right, well, you know you're going to get your Halo. You know you're going to get your Gears. You know you're going to get your Forza. And the conversation stops right there. Right. Now new consoles coming out. Where's the Forza? Where's the Halo? Neither
of them are showing up to the party.
And their answer is, I have all this old shit here from the One, the 360, and the X, the OG. You could play it on the new shit. And
nah, fuck that.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's very PC like. Let's slide that little bullshit in there real quick. That's cool, but what do you? Any of y'all have any PR friends?
A few. I got a few.
I fucking hate my PR friends with love. You know why? Because they ask this very intrusive fucking question, and I know they don't care the answer. And it's not that they don't care. It's just that's just how their brain is wired. Right. Which is, what's new? I just spoke to you a week ago. Fuck you asking me what's new. Like, that's their thing. Like, not how you doing, how's everything going on. They don't follow up on anything what's new. Like, why are you pressing me with that kind of pressure? Like, why something? And then you can give them something new, and you give them this wild, fantastic answer, detail and all that. And then you return the answer is like, oh, nothing, same old thing. And they go about their business. We're not letting Xbox get away with that in the gaming space. Like, we're not letting Xbox get away with that in the gaming space, because one of the reasons why we're flipping generations at year 7, when the industry was saying it was going to be a 5-year console, a 4-year console, I said minimum 6. This could go to 2021. Everybody just had to shut their fucking mouth. But nope, Project Scorpio. Okay, Project Scorpio come through. No, this isn't a console leap. So what is it? No, it's the premium. Okay, you had 4 consoles with Xbox One name on it, and each one of them was supposed to have been a premium. Whatever. So now PlayStation out here feeling inadequate. Yo, my dick bigger than that. Yo, let me go put these sweatpants on. Get cooking in the kitchen. They put a little Snapchat out there. On some Kanye shit. You know what I mean? They put that out there like, yo, what's good? What's good? How y'all feeling about this right now? Oh, y'all want me to take it off? PS5, bam. And it's like, fam, every problem that we're having right now, including the one that no one saw, which is the COVID. Nobody's seen this.
Yeah, that's the outlier there.
3 years ago, nobody saw this because these consoles have been running for 3 years now. We're just getting introduced to it, right? So nobody saw that. And with that coming down, you still just had to keep your fucking mouth shut. But here we are, and you ain't got no fucking games. If I was Xbox, actually, no, I am Xbox, right? There's nothing you can do. You already got, everything's already out. You better pray to all the console gods that you bank on one thing and be prepared to take the hit. But if y'all of the show have been listening to this man Ramon, son, the consoles don't matter.
They damn sure don't.
Because of the PC, right? So if this is true, right, and this is how Microsoft feels because they hate Sony that much, it's the only reason why they even got into the gaming space, because they hate Sony PlayStation, right?
I hate Sony too, by the way.
So you have to sell at 400.
I think it's going to come in at 5.
You have to sell at 400. And there lies your problem. Because you know why? You know why PlayStation has not announced
because
their price.
They waiting.
Bro.
They waiting for Microsoft to do it again.
It's August. It's the end of August, and we don't know what the prices are.
But you remember that proved my point from last gen. Sony waited.
Yeah.
I guarantee both those consoles was 500, and Sony was like, "Oh, get them."
Yeah, and you know what they did? Like you said, and I'll never disagree with you on that, because one invested fully and had to pay for it twice. The consoles was supposed to come with the camera, and Sony was like, "Oh, you charging an extra $100 because of that Kinect? Let's hold you to that standard. So what we're gonna do is remove our camera, because if they would have launched that console at 500 with the cameras, they would have been getting a crazy markup on us for that camera." Crazy one, because they knew they was going to get into the VR space.
There's no that wasn't there soon enough, and the camera they launched with wasn't good enough to justify that 100. So it would have been a PR nightmare.
So boom, and then since then, what happened? You don't have to use the Kinect. Now we don't make an Xbox with the Kinect.
I love the Kinect.
Now you have to get a dongle for the Kinect. We didn't make enough dongles, so now those cheap dongles are like $200. I haven't checked them in the last 6 months, but they're like $200 if you're trying to get a dongle that works. Proprietary shit.
So you know what's interesting about this?
And by the way, I fucking love the Kinect. Shout out to Band Central.
The Kinect's OG. I think most people don't understand what the Kinect actually does. That shit's OG. Zooming out and looking at this landscape, right? Microsoft is a company where they are willing to play the long game. That's just what they do.
At what cost? I mean,
it costs.
Go ahead.
When it's Microsoft, it's forever. They could be petty forever. If it was just, here's Xbox budget, make it happen, then they'd have been dead already.
But
that
tells
because
you,
Microsoft is the grandfather, and they will not lose to anyone over anything, the Xbox can drop 2, maybe 3 Wii U's in a row and be alright.
Now,
people will lose their job, but they'll be alright.
The brand is still strong. Here's why I made that point. The fact that Microsoft is decentralizing the gaming experience, I feel like they're trying to deal a blow to Sony that they could never do on toe-to-toe, console to console.
Absolutely.
Because the console space, and I subscribe to this, console gaming is getting increasingly hard to justify. Not because of PC gaming, but because there's real talent and experiences that can be had on other devices, a laptop, right?
Got it.
I don't want to put a PC into a laptop category, but like you can go out there Best Buy and buy a laptop and still enjoy. What's the name of that game, Snow? The
Roblox,
the cartoon
Minecraft,
shit, the
Fortnite, Fall Guys,
the one that they put on Nintendo. The 1920s cartoon graphics. Cuphead. You can go on the Windows Store on a $600 laptop and play that. You can load up your iPad and play that. You can load up your Android phone and play that. And I feel like Microsoft is at a point now where they're like, yo, let's just, unless we are invested with Sony, the console space is in trouble. And they are taking their ball and going home. You get what I'm saying? Like, because son, they are 1/3 of the industry, and all of a sudden 1/3 of the industry couldn't care less. This shit's interesting. You know, Nintendo's gonna be alright because they're a different breed of asshole over there. But Sony as a company is like in trouble. And it's like, fuck. Well, I think they're less in trouble these days. They're actually posting really good numbers. But like,
yeah, they're posting really good numbers because PlayStation saved that ass for them to get that shit right.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it kind of looks like Microsoft figured out a way how to just starve Sony and do some Amazon shit. Like when Sony's on a bended knee, they come in and be like, just playing. console gaming is back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This is so weird to me. But knowing that I understand Microsoft's play on decentralizing the gaming experience, so not tie it to an Xbox, but tie it to wherever they are, like Microsoft Word or Excel. It don't matter if you own an iPhone, a PC, a Mac, or Android phone, you can still use Excel, right? So I see Microsoft trying to duplicate that with the Xbox xCloud stuff. And knowing what they're doing there, knowing that they have the Game Pass, which is the Netflix kind of a subscription, you pay $15 and there's whatever games is on there, on top of the fact that whatever Microsoft exclusives come out will be part of that Game Pass. Those two very key things, understanding how those puzzles sort of fit together, makes it less likely, or I guess making the fact that the new Xbox hardware is launching with no fucking games not important to me. Does that make sense? Because
it makes sense.
Microsoft is going to be fine if you buy an Xbox Series X or not. Right? They can afford
for the first year.
They can afford to sit on their ass and wait for Halo to get right and Forza to come out, and then fans will be like, "Oh, now you got something to play. I'll upgrade it." They can afford that number. And then you start to look at the type of dude who once upon a time would have been us, right? Like, we just get wild itchy. Yo, that new shit's on the shelf. I need it. Supply is probably going to be limited as fuck anyway because of Corona. So if you
I don't play by that rule.
Which one?
I hate that that new shit on the shelf.
Well, you don't like it, but I'll fight that shit on the daily basis.
But I'm itchy. I'm itchy, but it's like, let me see.
But you a rational itchy. I ain't got that rational in me.
I'm in there. I'm in there with you. You like, yo, son, you told me so much about it. I thought you had it. Like, nah, son, I'm at everybody's house. I'm at your house right now.
So I think it doesn't look good from the outside looking in. From the mindshare perspective, it don't look good. But I don't think it's all that detrimental to their bottom line at all.
Well, can I add a little bit more of my 2 cents? So I'm watching, as you guys were talking. This is probably the second time I'm running it. The campaign gameplay premiere. I'm never going to rate cut screens or cut shots as a benchmark. That cut scenes were always stunning for pretty much any game, for the most part.
Wait, what are you looking at?
The Halo campaign premiere.
Okay.
And I'm having difficulty seeing what the internet saw, even maybe what you guys have saw, because I'm like, this shit looks pretty good. Maybe they did something else. Maybe
it don't look that. This don't look nowhere where it's supposed to look, fam. This is next gen.
All right, so
it don't look bad, but this is next gen. This is some shit that I can see right now.
Okay, so considering the fact that the average,
be honest with you, some of that shit you could see on a 360.
Okay, got it. What are we saying, right? On the Xbox One, we had Halos. None of them ran at 120. None of them were 4K, because this is, we're talking a 4K 120 game.
This
game,
no.
All right. So
we're talking 4K or 120, not both.
Okay, so what is this running at? These are the things that I need to know as a potential buyer of this one new console.
This is probably 1080p.
I honestly, I don't. For me, if I'm going to go and I'm going to invest $500 potentially in this new console, what are my give and takes? If this is 1080p, it looks okay. It looks Halo. But if this is truly 120 frames a second, this looks stunning compared to what I'm used to with Halo 5 and what I'm used to with Halo whatevers. Compared to, this is what everybody wanted. 120 frames and near stunning graphics. It's all right. Graphics lack a little. They do. But this is not the first Halo. This graphically, this is not the first Halo.
No, I get
Let me
it.
ask you a question, fam. Have you played the Master Chief Collection?
Mm-hmm.
You might want to run through at least Halo 2.
Nah, this don't look like a modern game. I'm gonna tell you that right. You know, this is not the first time Microsoft's have this issue. Exactly what's happening now with Halo Infinite happened with Project Gotham 4. Mm-hmm. Because Project Gotham 4 didn't look anywhere close as good as Project Gotham 3. And that game was like 3 or 4 years apart. And the developers made the argument like, fam, there's dynamic weather. There's all this different sound effects going on, all this dynamic shadowing. Like, yeah, but it's not as shiny and glossy. I can't say that they're wrong. I cannot. And looking at this game, this doesn't look better than Call of Duty right now. Because remember, Tawann, I subscribe to your concept that a game should be measured by its peers, not the last version of it.
Gotcha.
This don't look anywhere close to Call of Duty, which is a problem
on console.
Right.
Yeah, this
game on current console. Whether it's OG4, OG1, a Pro, or Scorpio, like it is what it is.
And I'm seeing some technical shit, like the textures look crazy and all that, but there's a lot of shine that's missing.
There's some particle stuff going on. Yeah. Like you could even look at the gun. Like when I first watched it, I was like, son, that gun look off. And I'm thinking like, whatever. Son, within 30 to 40 seconds, because I'm watching Twitter, son, the gun goes down my timeline with a Halo 5 gun right next to it and a Halo 4 gun next to it. And I'm like, I knew I wasn't tripping on that. Like, motherfuckers was fast on it. You would think they was on the troll PR team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how fast it was that people caught that. Now, was there some dope stuff new for Halo, new for Master Chief rather, that we saw in the video? Absolutely. But what everybody caught was the little details. Everybody caught the little details. Even with that, I guess the boss at the end of the clip, they went to town on him. He's all over the memes.
Craig.
If you type in Halo Infinite memes, you're gonna see this dude be put in brutal force. You're gonna see him they went to town on him, and I saw that in real time and was like, yeah, he look off. And again, I'm being nice about it. I'm not tweeting about it. I'm like, okay, I understand what's going on, or maybe my connection is off because I was watching it from my laptop. One of my laptops that don't have the best of screens, and I might not have been watching it at full capacity of the stream. So I'm like, maybe that's just me. Leave it alone. Nah, Twitter's going crazy. So then I find a screenshot. No, I did see what I thought I saw.
Yeah.
And now the screenshot is being added into memes. It's off. And to me, here's the thing about it being off. We're talking about it, but I generally do not care. And the reason why I don't care is because that will not be the finished product. I knew that they had to show something, because even if you look at the Forza trailer, that was trash. Did it look good? Yes. You can't pixel pinch that one. right?
I don't even think there
But
was
the
any
fact
real
that
gameplay to tell what the fuck was going on in that game.
it was a replay camera that they were showing
Yeah.
blended behind something, right?
I wasn't happy about that.
My thing was, we know that the replay cameras are going to look good. We want to see in stride gameplay. That's what we want to see. And we didn't get that. And that's okay. Whatever. That's cool. It's cool. Right? That's cool. So, to me, they show what they had to show in order to get the people hype. What they probably should have put a disclaimer, which would have saved them a lot of trouble.
Would have saved them a ton of trouble, but
they did not.
If they didn't do it, they would have pushed ahead and delivered a mediocre ass experience. So
right.
I'm not even with saving that trouble. They needed the smoke.
Because at the end of the day, what they do, they push the game back. They push
it back.
So it wasn't like the game was going to be ready. Yep. Now, can Halo afford to do that again? Because what happened with the Master Chief Collection? To me, Halo 5 was fine. The only problem people have with Halo 5, especially been playing from the first one, they didn't feel that great about the story. Whatever.
Multiplayer
Halo 5
was
looked
solid.
good. Right. Halo 5 was a very good game. I remember people bitching about Halo 4. To this day, I still don't understand all the... I mean, I do, but still, it's like, you if you don't do these little quality of life changes in Halo, then you're just going to be playing Halo 1 and 2 forever, if not 3. You're just going to be playing that forever. He has to evolve. Something has to evolve with the game. You can't be combat evolve and then don't evolve.
They'll try.
I can agree with that.
Like Crisis, like on a low, Crisis is Halo. With the freedom to do whatever they want. It's the same shit. When you look at what was it, Locke in 5?
Yeah.
Like if they spin off and do him and just do him, right? He's gonna have wild shit by the 3rd game. Because he's not bounded to the Chief Green suit, whatever beta alpha suit that is. He's not bounded by that. So they'll be all right one way or another.
Yep. I think from what I've been reading into the nitty gritties, there seems to be some leadership problem over there and everybody's at each other's throat and there's like a lot of separation internally at 343. And then a few people pointed to the fact that a lot of the work was outsourced, which is becoming
more common
in gaming. It was definitely a technology thing, but it's becoming a lot more common in gaming. And as these companies gotta hit these crazy ass deadlines, and
it was only a matter of time.
Like
too.
you got to offload the work. You know what I mean? Like
think about it's not too many industries that's not touched by this offload thing.
Mm-hmm. So,
I don't know.
We're about to start. What we doing? What's it called? Not offloading, outsourcing condoms.
Outsourcing what?
Condoms.
Oh,
the
QA tests for condoms is about to be outsourced.
Well,
bro, I think that is. Listen, this is only my opinion. I don't consider myself a gaming connoisseur. I game, but I don't game heavy. I think the game is no more, no less than what I'm typically accustomed to when it comes to Halo. I don't really know what everyone else expectation is of Halo. If again, to Snow's point, if it's combat evolved, then evolve the combat. I agree 1,000% with Snow.
Right.
However, do I think there are subtle differences? I don't think it's enough to sell me at this point. But if this was what it is, what I see, released for the new console come holiday season, I'm buying it.
You know what Microsoft should have did?
Tell me,
they should have said, yo, we had this game mode in Halo 5, Warzone, right? I think that's what it was called. I forget what it was called.
It was called Warzone, right? Yeah. The co-op shit.
Can't use that no more.
Let's do this. Let's call Guardians or Halo Guardians, because I've been throwing that name around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And make it to you kick the console off with a multiplayer only that's a combat evolved Battlefield. And you still stick in the Halo 5 arena so you don't alienate those people. And then you still put in the Warzone mode because that's very medium scale.
That could have worked, especially since the multiplayer was going free to play anyway.
Right?
They're almost there.
Yeah. So you kick that off and it's like, oh, Battlefield, whatever. Like what? Like a Halo Battlefield? It's enough to make people go, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a go.
It's a big chance, though. I need a blockbuster experience out of Master Chief.
I mean, because like Big Team Battle, right? Big Team Battle, people love it. From what I gather, I'm not 1,000% in the universe. People like Big Team Battle to where they try Warzone. To me, Warzone is very successful.
Oh yeah.
I think it needed some more support with maps and stuff, but I think it was successful. And then to just have a really big Battlefield scale, maybe not Battlefield 4 and maybe more maybe closer to like Hardline or Battlefield 3 type maps, or even Bad Company maps, Bad Company 2 maps, right. Size in terms of scale, right? And let us have at it. You have all in Warzone, you have all the vehicles in there already. Let us have at it. It'd be a good experiment, and it would give people less to talk about. Because then you can, if the multiplayer is going free to play anyway, that means some point later you could sell us on the story, which will be infinite, and it will be ready. Pull it 50 digital, yo, it's ready when it's ready, fam.
Yeah.
Do you think this is my question now? Then, do you think that perhaps, like to that point, they should have skipped this in-game play? And just going straight to a multiplayer type of atmosphere.
You need a story out of Chief.
It's tough. It's tough, right? Because they signaled Halo Infinite like 2 years ago or a year ago or something like that.
2 years ago.
I feel like 2 years ago, and it went dark. So you kind of almost had to show it again.
Yeah,
people need to know that the story mode.
Yep.
In Chief is.
I can't call it though.
Yep.
I can't really call it. So.
Oh,
yes, it is what it is.
Skype issues. Everybody there?
My bad. I just dropped out. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened just now.
I kept talking as if I kept talking anyway.
I'll edit it out. So there's 37 minutes. Let me put we're about to close this shit out too.
Yeah, let's close it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at the end of the day, I'm happy to see them push the motherfucker back because you take the L now, but at least you may not have to take the L for real when it comes out.
Oh, we hope so.
We hope, because you never know, fam.
I agree. Public opinion these days seems to be a little bit more stronger than what it used to be 10, 20 years ago.
It's stronger in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And I think people are just very much hell-bent on that Warzone experience. A lot of people are just that big Battlefield type thing, you know?
Well, let's see what they come up with.
We gonna see.
But anyway, this podcast will be available on all of your favorite DSPs. You can also find the video format on the old tubes of YouTubes for those of you who don't speak Game of Thrones. And yeah, I'm gonna slide up on out of here. My name is Ramon.
I am Tawann, aka the Kicks God.
And I'm Snow, leader of the other side of the wall.
Yeah, Sony, baby, Sony.
Peace.
Peace out.